How often do we see a storm, like a real storm, or even just a metaphorical one, become this totally unexpected catalyst for huge, profound change, like irreversible change? Yeah, it happens all the time, doesn't it? It's a question that kind of echoes through so much of life, really. It pushes us to ask, okay, when the usual way of things just collapses, what truths actually get laid bare? What comes out? What's really underneath it all? Exactly. Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is the show where we take your sources, we peel back all the layers, and we really try to unearth the most vital insights, the surprising facts. Yalkno giving you a shortcut to being truly well-informed. And you've given us some really rich material today, an absolute stack of it. We are ready to plunge right in. Today, we're embarking on this really captivating deep dive into Thrilled of iThonga Now. This is a fictional series, critically acclaimed, and you've given us this like treasure trove of material. In-depth analyses, timelines, detailed timelines, character breakdowns, even study guides. It's amazing. Yeah, comprehensive stuff. So, we're going to treat all this material as if we're dissecting a real huge television event. Our mission today is to unpack how just one single episode of this series, it's Season 1, Episode 106, titled After the Storm functions as this absolutely monumental turning point, right? A real pivot. Yeah, we'll explore these universal terms, things like natural disaster, family loyalty, those hidden truths that always come out, and yeah, the timeless struggle for power, all through the lens of this one pivotal narrative. And it's such a rich area to explore. It really is. This deep dive is particularly good, I think, for understanding how crises, whether they're, acts of nature like a flood, or maybe the reemergence of old enemies, how they just accelerate all those tensions that are already bubbling under the surface. They force things out into the open. They do. They reveal true character, don't they? And fundamentally alter the course of a story. And honestly, it often mirrors dynamics we see in our own lives too. Absolutely. And we'll be drawing really extensively from those detailed notes you mentioned, the comprehensive study guide, various analytical documents that all focus specifically on iThonga after the storm. Episode 106. Correct. It's an incredible opportunity really to examine how complex storytelling unfolds, especially when a series has already established such intricate relationships and, these long-standing conflicts over so many previous episodes. Over 100 episodes before this one? Exactly! So, this isn't just a simple review of what happened. It's really an examination of how a single narrative event can serve as this pivotal axis for an entire fictional world. It forces characters, forces communities into an irreversible new direction. No going back. Okay, let's dive in. So, to really get a handle on this turning point, we have to start with the immediate chaos, right? It's a situation this episode just throws us into. Now, based on the broadcast details in our sources, this key episode, After the Storm, Season 1, Episode 106, it aired on Monday, the 28th of July, 2025, right? 20.3 years of age at South African Standard Time on Madzansi Magic, Channel 161. Now, it's really vital to grasp, like you said, this isn't just some random installment pulled out of a hat. This episode 106 of the first season. Yeah, number alone tells you we air deep into an already established narrative. There's a massive amount of history, character development, these intricate relationships that have already been built up over 100 previous episodes. It speaks volumes, doesn't it, about the scale? It really does. It points to the sprawling, ambitious storyline that's clearly been meticulously woven together over a long time. Absolutely. That sheer episode count 106 in Season 1, it immediately signals, and the analytical documents really back this up, that this is a well-established, that deeply interwoven tapestry of preceding events, character arcs, conflicts, stuff that's been brewing for ages. We're not just dropping in at the start. No way. We're at a critical juncture in an ongoing saga. A point where all these inert threads aren't just sort of converging, but they're being forced into this incredibly sharp relief. Everything's heightened. And the title itself, After the Storm, yeah, it's a massive clue, isn't it? Yeah, a clear linguistic signal that something huge has either just happened or is happening right now. It marks a definitive before and after in theories. Sand? Precisely. It implies this moment of reckoning. Maybe a really painful clearing of the air. Or, maybe it's just the beginning of a new, even more intersecond of chaos. It tells us whatever happens in this hour, it's going to be transformative. Things won't be... And the immediate thing, the devastating catalyst for all of this, the force that quite literally sets the stage, it's this massive, devastating flood that strikes Izawini right. Izaline, the fictional community where it all happens. And this isn't just like a minor plot point or some background noise to add atmosphere. Oh no, it's a central overwhelming force. It plunges everyone into immediate chaos and peril. It's almost like a character in itself, this flood. That's a perfect way to put it. Actually, our sources are crystal clear thoughts. This flood is way more than just bad weather. It instantly puts the central Mwaza family in immediate danger, the main family we follow. Yes, yeah, and it creates these hazardous conditions for the entire community of Izuvane. I mean, think about the cascade effect. Infrastructure collapsing, homes flooded, business sets wiped out, potential loss of life, communication lines down, total breakdown. It's a tangible physical manifestation of utter chaos, profound disruption. In this high-stakes environment, it isn't just a backdrop. It serves as this powerful crucible. It intensifies every single existing tension and forces immediate, often really desperate reactions from everyone. And the analysis you mentioned highlights Makamola, a key character. She's immediately grappling not just with these new challenges, but with her existing really deep grief over past losses. Exactly, the flood doesn't just add new burdens for her, it amplifies the already immense task she faces after building her life and her family. It shows the compounding nature of disasters, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does. One external overwhelming event just exacerbates these deeply personal per existing internal struggles. It's almost like the floodwaters washing away the careful barriers webbled around ourselves. Leaving us exposed to our rawest emotions, our most painful memories. Wow. And the analytical documents really dig into how this specific type of crisis forces characters to operate purely on instinct. It reveals their core priorities and often their deepest vulnerability. It's a stripping away of all pretense. You see who truly crumbles under pressure, who steps up to lead, and maybe who looks for opportunities in the wreckage. Right, the opportunists always. And amidst all this chaos, our sources tell us the Mwaza family, even though they're in peril themselves, they navigate these dangerous conditions to, quote, provide aid to their community. That's fascinating, isn't it? What does that action reveal about them under such extreme duress, especially given everything we know about their internal complexities? It's a crucial detail and really layered. It gives us insight into their immediate priorities when the chips air down, and it speaks volumes about how they see their own role, or perhaps how they want to be seen within ease. Leaning dot, right? There's the image aspect too. Definitely. While the Mwaza family is absolutely central to the series' internal conflicts, the power struggles, the questionable business dealings we hear about, their immediate response to provide aid suggests this foundational element of resilience, maybe even if sometimes dormant, sense of community spirit, a glimmer of something else. It's almost a moment of unexpected novelty, maybe. The study guide points out that this initial display of selflessness, right in the face of widespread disaster, it immediately sets a certain tone for their character. It shows that even within a familiar but solidly fraught with internal conflict, power struggles, historical grudges, there are moments where a larger sense of duty can actually emerge. It's complex. Very. It's a complex portrayal. Their personal struggles are momentarily overshadowed by this desperate, immediate need to help the people around them. But it also raises that question for you, the viewer. Is this genuine altruism? Or is it a calculated move to maintain their image, their influence in a community that's now suddenly reliant on them? That's a great question, and the beauty of the analysis we have is that it leaves room for both interpretations. It really hints at the complexity of human motivation, especially when a crisis hits crisis as catalyst beyond the physical obstacle. And building on that point, what's truly fascinating here, and the analytical materials really hammer home, is how the flood isn't just a physical obstacle. It's not just about damaged buildings and dangerous waterly veils. More to it, much more. It functions as an extraordinarily powerful catalyst for these deeper, more intrinsic narrative developments. It isn't just about the water and the destruction. It's about what the water uncovers, both literally, washing away secrets, and figuratively, so, like a narrative accelerated. Precisely, a force that just burns through the slow-moving plots and forces mediates often explosive resolutions or confrontations. No more hiding,